showtime.
Fire and water, earth and the sky, mystery surround us, legends never die. Live here for the moment, lost in time. I can hear them call, they're locked within the crystal ball.
Hey everybody, it's the T-Rock100 and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Blind. Last time, we began our next case, which is Turnabout Goodbyes. I have no idea about where that came from, but oh well. We're all gotta be that one person, eh? But never you mind that. This time, after we got everything that we need to take of from what happened on Christmas Day, we now come here to Boxing Day. Roughly a quarter till our trial. Karma. That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. Ah, crud. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? Would do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's why I caught from someone with his evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So is he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? Oh, creep. Oh, wait! Maybe he's planning on using on purpose to help you out. That might be pushing it a little bit, but we'll see. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me times 20. Like I said, he says we got him on prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Oh, Maya. Uh-huh. We could be using Mia as a help right now. What do you think? Huh? I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. Couldn't reach? Because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. I got a bad feeling about this. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh my God, he's a vampire fanboy. Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? You seriously think that I would do that here, where I'm not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. Judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. Decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course, that should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? They called the detective in charge of the case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Dick Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were two men on the boat. Now there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. He went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added into the court record. Okay. Testify to the court about your arrest now. Wait, Mr. von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. Slam down your gravel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. Alright, let's see what this guy has to say. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where I found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now. Oh, for the love of... It's like he has complete control of this. Hold it. You received a call from a man. Yep. But you said that there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? The woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? 2 witnesses. Their testimonies are quite similar, however. They have summoned the woman who was camping. Was camping below the heart. What happened next, officer? Fine. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so the shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts the bullet into evidence. Okay. That might come in handy later. So we have to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Hold it! Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon on the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please oblige your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Hold it! What about the pistol made its decisive evidence? It's the same people wrap as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints of Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. That's never gonna come in handy. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used for the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective! Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine somebody here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves the detective marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order! Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I say it's almost decisive, yes. I could declare verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm sort of fatigued, so I will take a brief break. I'll call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now! But wait! Just bang your head, flipping grab and get on with that, man! Yes! The court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running the court anyway? This is definitely going way all over the place. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints are on the murder weapon. That honking photo makes one thing clear. Only the one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Right, because there were 2 shots. 2 shots. Then the other man fell from the boat. Can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. I'm gonna convince anyone of that. Say Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh. Sorry. It's no good. Oh, I'm not good for anything in my neck. If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here. Right? No, I need you here. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see why you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about the trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium. We can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa! Right! Don't make this case any worse than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Sorry. Whoops. Court is back in session. Mr. von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Loda Hart take the stand? Loda Hart, you are a research student at a university. And I am. Good. Begin by telling us of what you saw the night of the incident. Don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? You all need to learn some manners. Understand! Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. Alright, here we go. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang coming from the lake. But I looked out the window, I saw 2 gents in a boat. And there was another bang. There wasn't nearly a thing on the lake for that boat. Enough. Huh? George, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove you from the court if I do not have an order immediately. Does the witness testify she looked at the lake when she heard the shot? There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant Miles Edgeworth. Order! I will have order! Well, Judge, evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court's far as the defendant. Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet! A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question could there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or, do you claim you have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. Only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You have failed to find anything. And then, I will have him held in contempt of court. Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction or was a fact in their testimony? Yeah, I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right. Let's take him on. Yeah. Bad feeling about this. Tempting fate! Tempting fate! I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Oh, you're gonna get a performance. Alright. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture! Clear enough for you? Oh, bad romance. That's what that one slide. Another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. I think I hate you. Trying to keep me from taking talk to the witness. To what end? There wasn't nearly a thing on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gown can be. Perfectly sure. Might as well go back. Sure of myself. Better not force blindly ahead of here. This whole thing stinks. There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick. I'm telling my sister right here. I was really talking to this hard. Press on. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Just after midnight, you say. In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yeah. I know you want to find contradiction, but really. Hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. Research? That sounds suspicious. Well, Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What is the witness motive by Kim and that has to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now I'm the one who says that! Well then say it already! Objection sustained. Alright. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions. Not usually chat with the witness. this I want to press further. As I recall... Wait a second. I wasn't asking about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There is also a photo. Let's look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He's hiding something. Everything. No one's seen this one. Okay, this one I want to do again. Alright, I want to press further on this one. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole night. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. This one, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need to further question. Objection sustained. That's what I... Sustained. Yes, of course. Great. Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor! You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in the contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Just fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've uncovered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Hiya! Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Rhoda Hart, your testimony states it's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Rhoda, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down! The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Rhoda. What's the big idea of treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear! I saw Edgeworth! Enough! Judge, declare the defendant in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard! Let's go Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No! Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix? Right. I'm gonna go with a whole lot of wrong. Wrong! What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony and I have the right to cross-examine her again. Order! You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Rhoda Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. My obey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate bad hindering of my witness. Running out of time. Better find a contradiction here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. It's not clear as day. The man on the boat... No, you did not! Because... there's no way you could have seen any of that. And clear as day. Because it was foggy! Objection!
Objection!
Booyah! Got you! Got you, Miss Hart! Finally! What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could and then I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in von Karma's carefully vague testimony. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So, once I was finished and setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. What binoculars? You used binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. It better be good. Okay, this is definitely something I need to take a listen to. This one's thick as grits. Once I finished setting my camera, I got back in my car. So that's fine. Got my binoculars with me. You never mentioned that you have binoculars. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars! Yesterday you mentioned that you were looking out for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant in this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press it further about the camera? Indeed I do. It's make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I'll continue my line of questioning. Maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify about the part about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up and been taking pictures of a meteor shower. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog makes a speck on the lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badger my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now, wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth? No witness unnecessary comments, please.
When I heard that noise on the lake, I looked at my binoculars.
Hold it!
If there was a heavy fog, how come the binoculars changed to that at all?
What do you mean?
Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him.
I did, yeah.
Enough! There is no room for doubt in your testimony. Pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. Can't make any objections I guess. Not a fool with this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Wait a minute. I don't think so. Because if I remember correctly, there was also this. The article of that. This supposedly was the one that was meant to be used to potentially take pictures of Gordy. But then again, that couldn't have been the case. Then again, I've had a history in this Let's Play to always pick the one that happens before I really should, but no. Oh yeah, right. I was thinking of the wrong thing because it was only set up to take loud noises. Objection!
Objection!
There we go. You were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. What was the Miss Hart trying to take a photo at the lake? Do I want him to show the picture? The film! The film and the camera! Duh! Take that!
Take that!
Well, Your Honor, what do you think? I think I'm confused. Wrong again, Mr. Wright. So very wrong. You can't get through this one with your weak bluffs. Your Honor, you're not playing around. Here's the real evidence. What? Again! She was trying to do it from Gordy, so this one was I was about to show from before, but now there's this! Take that!
Take that!
Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy! Oh, the son of Gordy Lake! Well, Miss Hart,
I never heard of no leg monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove it when I was down the lake trying to photograph this Gordy.
I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well. Let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. Here is the proof that the witness was trying to photograph him. Now show him the camera. Take that!
Take that!
The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. The camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here taken with a gunfire in the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were
trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had to set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove. It's nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing from Gordy for some reason, I know it.
But what could it have been?
Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of it. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Well, fine, I'll testify. I won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to.
I'm going to spot it.
Alright. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university.
Asshole, you couldn't just give us a lie.
I'm an investigative reporter. Photographer.
Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster.
That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was at. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out into the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time. Cross my heart and hope to cry.
Don't you mean cross your heart and hope to cry? Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Objection!
For the love of... The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
Objection!
I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
But I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine him on purpose because... Why? What's our contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You be sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. That would be a first. Very funny. You understand this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. There's no problem with the testimony this time. You will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor.
I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide their true purpose at the lake. Hey, if one guy knows what I was up to, they'd be swarming with competitors.
Predator.
Yeah, second-rate shooter was trying to steal my scoop.
That'd be a good reason you were hiding the truth?
Well, actually...
Mr. Wright, I will not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Be safe, Von Karma. I know you told us. Right. Heard the bang of a right straight. Okay, that's fine. Wasn't much else to see. I'm pretty sure there was. Wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time.
Oh, you weren't? You were trying to look for Gordy!
You know you've been looking for Gordy! Yeah, I want to show this article again. Because this would have been the biggest scoop that you would have had. Objection!
Objection!
Yes! Miss Hart, were you really looking at the boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it.
I agree, any normal person would. But
but you are far from normal.
What? You don't want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy. That's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order! Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy. And that's to know what you were doing. Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, were you saying that you were not watching the boat then? I'm sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I wasn't sure I wasn't watching that boat, till now. You are so useless! This is totally uncalled for! But hey! You got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting who is next. Right. That's why I took this photo in.
Objection!
Witness! That's enough! You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole!
Shut my what?
She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. You really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she says she's going to enlarge the photo. Right! To enlarge it! She enlarged that photo. Mama von Karma let her show it. Got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, you'll be in prison for Edgeworth or worse. She will do. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented into the court?
Objection!
Because it does not exist.
What are you talking about? You were the one who told me to not show it in the court in the first place. You old fool!
What's the meaning of this, Mr. von Karma?
Miss Hart, show the photo into the court. Show us the enlargement.
Objection!
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
There it is.
The show cannot see who is firing this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Yeah.
Copy now, Mr. Wright.
Something.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And no good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination
Is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination, Mr. Loda Hart.
None too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. It's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Check to the enlargement. Show other evidence. Wait and see. Wait a minute. I need to know more about this. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. But
show the court what you mean. Wonder what this photo is strange. It was nothing. Show you the judge what's strange about this photo. I noticed something from the beginning, and from other testimony to the scene. The gun was held in the left hand, and yet Edgeworth held it in the right hand. It's this.
Take that!
Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter's strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. Hand? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. Man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts. These are showing the pistol. It bears it from Edgeworth's right hand. Take that! I said, take that! Take that!
Take that!
There we go. Third time's a charm. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph was holding the pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this in a court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us the definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? It had to have been the victim himself. Whoever would not have done this. Miss Harden would never consider doing that. There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
Objection!
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? The examination of the victim's wounds reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. Meter? That's 3 feet. There is no way it could have been suicide. Order! Mr. von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. I'm doing it alright. Proceed. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. The court is adjourned. Yuck. Ew. Whew, that was a close one. Hey! Don't you have anything to say? No. I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If you didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell us something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear you say that, Edgeworth. Sure. I requisitioned a transcript of Laura's entire testimony. I thought I might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood up was the bang she heard. It was in decomposition. Dodge the bullet! Figuratively speaking, that is. What? We now have decisive proof that Edgeworth was not the shooter, but now we need to find out who it is and why. Next time, we see if we can find out more about what we can do on the second day of the investigation, and hopefully we can find out more about the one who's trying to frame Edgeworth for murder. See you guys then.